good, world? It's Cole Medina here with Weekly Rap Gods. We got an illustrious, legendary MC on the line today. I work with, some legends in the game. He's a legend himself. We got my man, Jeru The Damaja. What's going on with you, Lord?
What's going on, homie? How you?
Man, I'm living. I can't complain.
Exactly.
Just in this day and age, man, I'm just happy to be alive, happy to be doing what I love. You know what I'm saying?
All fingers, eyes, ears, and toes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Above ground, you gotta be grateful.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, I know for you, how are you doing out there? Because you're in Germany, right? You're based out of
right
Germany.
now I'm in Berlin. I'm doing great. I can't complain. Listen, social distancing, this is my normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lone wolf. Anybody who know me know I pretty much roll dolo. So it's all right. I'm working a lot. You know what I mean? It's like I've been putting out a new record every single month with 2 videos, a lyric video and an actual video. So I just dropped the second video today for my 3rd joint, Love Hate.
Listen, to be exact, that every turn is a trap. We even devalued our words, look what happened to rap. In fact, the lack of substance just as soon as distract. Not trying to bring the 90s back, you can put that on your face tag.
I'm staying healthy, ride my bike every day, getting on my 100 push-ups a day, every day. This is like that. Listen, when things like this happen, when the world is the way it is right now, you got either 2 choices. You could either complain about it and be all frustrated and afraid, or you could take that time and make yourself better, make yourself stronger, so that when this is all over, you ahead of the game. I once read, it says that dude I like, his name is Grant Cardone. When the world contracts, that's when you're supposed to expand. You see what I'm saying? When everybody else is ducked down, you blow up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on that move.
No doubt. I'm kind of interested, like, how is the pandemic situation, like, in Germany? Like, how have they been handling it versus, I'm sure you've seen everything going on here in the States. Like,
it's totally different because, when you have a knowledgeable leadership, things get handled differently, right? So y'all been out there suffering. Y'all just been able to go into restaurants and stuff recently. We've been rocking all summer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Germany has actually been open to 3rd countries like Canada and all summer. You could travel all summer. Bars open, everything open.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there wasn't a resurgence, but it's less deaths. At one point, it was only 6,000 active cases here.
Wow.
Right? So it's like, of course, it's going to fluctuate because human beings move around, they travel, whatever. But it's not like at the crib. It's not like this dire straits and everybody's like, people going out.
It's not the same level of panic going on.
Right. People are more knowledgeable. The government keeps people informed. They not saying it ain't nothing. It'll be cool. Or now I got the coronavirus, so I'm gonna beat it and I'm gonna be the hero because I beat this. It ain't nothing, And so it hasn't been so stressed. Like I said, I even have show offers. Like I turned some down, but I drove out to Denmark, to Copenhagen during the summer. I did a couple joints here in Berlin. So it's different. It's different.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. It's the coronavirus or whatever it is. I don't know exactly what it is. You don't know exactly what it is. It could be what they telling us. It could not be what they telling us. It's something, but the situation is being handled much more different. Like, actually, people didn't even start wearing masks here till late in the game. I remember when I first got asked to put a mask on, I went to the bakery that I've been going to every day. And then when I walked in there this particular day, the lady who was in there had a mask on, the shopper had a mask, and she was like, oh, next time, could you wear a mask? Because I guess the night before they had said that you have to have masks if you want to come into stores and things like that. But pretty much that's it. I think people are still going, it's more normal than back at the crib. It ain't normal.
Right.
But it's more bearable.
For sure. I'm kind of interested, man. Like, I don't know how long you've been out in Germany, but as someone that you make music and you make, your art is really tailored to speaking, like the roots of hip hop, speaking for the impoverished, for you know what I'm saying, for the marginalized, for the Black community. What's that like to kind of be taking that message and that music, but now you're kind of outside of the original context? You're out in Germany. Like, what has that been like in your career?
It's not really outside the original context because it's the world. America is only an annex of Europe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no new place. You know what I'm saying? You got places like the Netherlands and London and all over. It's Black people all over. If you got to realize, it's more white people in America than it is in Germany, because it's only 80 million people in Germany. In America, is how many hundreds of millions, and most of those is white. So you got to also remember that the way people look at Black and white out here is different. Of course, it's racism and all of that type stuff. Like, I just like they brand of racism better. You know what I'm saying? It's not systemic. See, America is built on a system of racism. It's going to be racism wherever you go. Wherever you go. If you go to Japan, if you go to wherever, it's going to be racism. It's going to be racism. It's going to be classism. But the thing is, like I said, it's not systemic, one, and two is different. Because, see, in America, we think Black and white. In Europe, they think German, Irish, French, Polish. We forget. You forget about World War II. You forget that Hitler, he wasn't messing with Polish people. All them people over there, they called them Slavics, slave nations, right? So they was getting treated bad. They was the niggas of out here, the Irish to the English, right? Like, so it's always gonna be some type of oppression. That's the nature of man, right? That the strong try to oppress the weak. Now we get caught up, and don't get me wrong. It's racism everywhere. But I ain't gonna get shot by no cop out here. No cop ain't even gonna pull me over. He ain't even gonna look at me. He ain't even gonna be like, "What's up? What you?" Nothing. It's nothing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do whatever I do.
Right.
Nobody gonna say nothing to me.
Yeah, so it's comfortable.
Nobody gonna say nothing to me. If you go to some place like the Netherlands, you go to Rotterdam. Rotterdam has the biggest ethnic non-Dutch community probably in Europe, because you got to remember that the Dutch is the ones who started slavery. So they got all those people from How about this? Out in there, they actually got on TV and apologized for slavery, and they do it every year. And they have a big parade, like the West Indian parade, but they apologize. They don't mean it's right. Don't mean nothing. It's all subterfuge. It's all tricks. But they still acknowledging it. You know that it's bullshit. But so things. Trust me, America is much worse than a lot of places you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. People think when they think Europe, they think you're just gonna be in the sea of white and nothing else, because that's ignorance, because we don't travel. But if you travel, you know, if you go to London, they got all types. London, Brixton, and all types of different places. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. All types of different places. If you go to Birmingham, and if you go to, there's all these different places. It's just an annex of America. I mean, America is just an annex of Europe.
Absolutely.
Right? It's only 400 years old. It ain't something like that, this ancient place. You know what I'm saying? It's a place with a strong 400-year system of systemic racism. To come, kill people, take their land, do whatever they want. That's why people be out there like saying all of this marching and all of that, and justice. You ain't getting justice from somebody who done robbed and beat and killed you. How you expecting that? How you expecting motherfucker to hit your grandfather in the head, your great grandfather in your head, your great grandfather's grandfather in the head, and you think they gonna give you justice because you marching? Not at all. You gotta do that within yourself. You gotta start. I had said something on Instagram yesterday, and a few people got because I was talking about, Megan Thee Stallion got on Saturday Night Live and she was calling homeboy out and said that, we need to protect our black women and respect our black women and protect our black men. And I said at the same time, because she's not saying nothing wrong. That's 100% correct.
Okay, so I don't know how late I am, but I just saw Megan Thee Stallion on Saturday Night Live getting on old boy about the, the Breonna Taylor thing, and she like, we need to respect our women and protect our black women. But boo, you out there talking about your wet ass pussy and you a whore.
All of that perpetuates that hatred. That leads to that disrespect. And that goes to the men too. And we calling ourselves niggas and criminals and thugs and savages. Bottom line is, if you want to lose weight, you can't eat cake all day. Your actions have to go along with your goals. You can't say I want one thing and do something else.
Yeah.
And then the next argument that people say is, oh well, we shouldn't say things to each other in front of each other because then the white people gonna come and take it and turn it. Nah, that's just a trick to keep you quiet.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say something. If I see you got some shit on your face, I'm supposed to be like, homie, you got some shit on your face. Take that off. I'm not supposed to let you walk around with shit in your face just so other motherfuckers don't laugh about it. Because they're going to be laughing at you anyway. And with that, some dudes like, oh, then Fox News is going to take. Fox News ain't going to take nothing I say. And because I'm saying the truth. They want us to argue. They want us to be at each other's feet, at each other's throats. They don't want us to be saying to each other, look, we got to do this. We got to respect ourselves. We got to respect each other. And it's not a judgment because we all human beings.
Right.
And we all have to do what goes for us as individuals. But then now people, you saying, all right, well, it's just music and it's just this. But then why y'all flipping about the cutie shit on Netflix? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. If we have all of these things that are teaching our children how to act like that, we teaching them that. And they loving it. And and that's why I said, and I also said, we have to remember about, we using hip hop and music, but that's part of our oral tradition. That's power. That's how all the teaching was done. All the teaching was done through verses and songs and all of that. So that's the best way to get something into somebody's head. If you want to teach somebody something, sing it to them. So if you singing that you a whore, you a killer, you a savage, how long have we been trying to be seen as men? Dr. Martin Luther King, all of them people, we want to be men, but we over here saying we savage. I ain't never a savage. I ain't never going to be a savage, and I'm never going to identify with savage.
For sure.
Because that's a trick. You feel what I'm saying? That's a trick. Why they kill all the Native Americans? Because they said they were savages.
Yeah. Nah, language is powerful.
Why they kill wherever you from, wherever you from, whether you be a Puerto Rican, a Dominican, a wherever, a Filipino, every place that they went, their excuse for destroying the indigenous peoples was that they were savages.
Yeah.
So we going around calling ourselves savages, and not only are we calling ourselves savages, they making billions of dollars off of that.
Yeah. It's true.
They making billions of dollars off of that, and we helping to perpetuate an image of savagery.
That actually kind of brings me to this next point, man. I was in preparation for the interview, I was going through some of your, your past interviews, and there's this really, famous clip of you, with
Lauryn Hill.
Yep, on the music box,
Everybody love that, but
no,
they don't really take that one part.
No, but I watched the whole thing. It's one of those things that it's like y'all are having a very real conversation, and it's like, kind of to relate it back to what we were talking about, like, that was, 90s, and we're here 2020, like,
and it's still happening.
And it's like it's just, do you feel like there's been progress? Do you feel like, we're still having the same conversation, so you know what I mean? But what's your thought on that?
Then if we having the same conversation and there's no progress, that's what's called the refinement of racism. When you think it's a substantial change, but it's no change at all. It's actually worse now, because let me tell you why it's worse. Because when we were talking about it 20 years ago, compared to now, people have way more resources. As far as the black community is concerned, as far as all the rappers and everybody. And like I said, nobody has a responsibility to anybody but themselves. I want to say that clearly. But just to show where we at, we have now billions and billions of dollars. We part of $1 billion industry, and the situation is not better. So what is that saying? That means we not doing something right ourselves. Because you can't just depend on them. You can't just keep saying, Whitey doing this, Whitey doing that. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, we know that, yeah, this is what happened. This is what, like, even that, my stance on a lot of things since then is a lot different because I'm older and I'm wiser and I see things like when Lauren was talking about economics. She was 100% correct.
It's all economics. Nobody's recognizing the fact that we're not thinking about the
It
economics.
is, no, but it is economics, but you have to understand this.
White people will love you as long as you make money for them.
Listen,
They'll love you, they'll protect
to
you,
an
take
extent
care of
though.
you, as long
To
as
an
you're making
extent
money for
though.
'em.
That's to one extent though.
Exactly.
Listen, but listen to this. You have no real economic power though.
But that's
Even
what
though,
I'm
but listen
saying.
what I'm saying though. Even
So
though
why
you
don't
make
we- what
all,
I'm
but it's
saying
like
is this.
this. How can you have economic power? It's like this. You have to listen to this. How can I have anything if I can't defend it?
First
How?
of all,
Listen what I'm saying
why
though.
can't you defend it?
Listen what I'm saying. You seeing why we can't defend it?
No,
Because
no,
as a people,
no, I'm
we
saying-
being oppressed by the police with the guns.
Well,
Listen what I'm
hold up.
saying.
What I'm saying is this. What
We
I'm
not-
saying is this. We keep on going like this. They.
But I'm not
We're
saying
focusing back on
I'm not
ourselves.
saying they. I'm saying this.
Hold on, hold on,
Whoever
hold
you
on,
are.
hold on. Okay,
Listen, this
hold on a
is-
minute, hold on a minute,
You
bro.
misunderstanding what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying. The only way, you have to know who you are, but you still have to know what your enemy is. When you on a basketball team or a football team, before you go out into the field or onto whatever you do, what do? You go, you watch
learn the
tapes.
strategy.
Not only strategy, you watch your enemy. You see who's this. You watch this man. You see how this man did that. You say, well, when he do this, you do that. So we have to know the same thing.
Okay.
We have to know. I'm not blaming. I'm saying people be like, you can't blame the white man for this and that.
No,
Why can't I?
no. We ain't saying.
I'm
Hold
not
on,
saying
wait.
that. I'm
You
not
gotta
saying
talk.
that.
Hold
Why
on,
can't I?
hold on. No.
What I'm saying
You
is
getting everybody misconfused in here.
I'm saying this.
I'm-
What I'm saying is we deal with reality right now. I'm saying let's deal with the basis of right now. We're talking about how we were kings and queens. That's all good. We discovered math and science, but now let's master math and science for right now. So we can have economic power. We have to deal within ourselves and eliminate them from our equation completely.
I think
We
what-
keep on dealing like the white man. You know, as soon as you say the white man took everything away from me, that means you got to give him props for everything that you do have. Because every time that he took something away, that means he left, you know what I'm saying? He took
made
his
you
noose
low.
out. He took his
made
pressure
you
off just a
weaker.
little bit so that you could win. What I'm saying is that you
That's what
can't give
happened.
him all
That's
the
what's
credit.
happening.
No.
I see, but I'm not giving him the credit.
I don't
see?
believe that.
Listen
because
what
I
I'm
think there are
saying.
things
Listen
that
what I'm
we
saying.
do.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm not giving him the credit.
But see, when you young, you so passionate and you so fired up, especially as a black man, especially when you've been getting your ass beat every day and you've been emasculated, you want to feel like you want to puff that chest out. You know what I'm saying? That's that male ego, and it's in all of us. But what she was saying was right. Economics, because everything that's happening to us as minorities is because of our socioeconomic standing.
Sure.
It's because they don't, and the crazy thing is we have a lot of power because we spend all the money. That's the craziest thing. We spend all the money. So all the billions that they getting is because we spending it. We not keeping it in our communities at all. And like I said, every brother is not a brother. I'm not going to align myself with a person just because they're black. It would be, it's rapists, murderers, child molesters that look just like me. So I'm not gonna. That's not why you form an alliance on a smart level, on a strategic level, on a level to you form alliances with people that are like-minded, and that's how you win. And that's the problem that we get caught up in. So everybody get a pass because they black. So they do something stupid, they get a pass. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, but don't say that. Nah, that shit's stupid. Nah, that's part of our destruction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability, man. Accountability.
He's supposed to speak on it. And people are going to get mad. Look, even with all of the people getting killed by the police, my G, Anybody who knows me, I'm from East New York, grew up in the 80s, 90s, went to Franklin K. Lane. I played cops and robbers, my G. Real cops and robbers. If you playing cops and robbers, you know the rules of cops and robbers. And the rules of cops and robbers is different. Whether you black or Puerto Rican or white, or if you're the rules of cops and robbers are different. If you're a minority and you playing cops and robbers, you gonna go to jail and you might get killed.
Yeah.
That's
the
stakes.
You know the stakes.
That's the rules of the game.
Yep.
So it's motherfuckers out here playing cops and robbers and then getting killed. If you stay out of, see, the thing is, you're not supposed to deliver yourself to the hands of the enemy. You're not supposed to be doing things that put you, and we know it's rough out. We know it's bad. We know times, but so that means every poor person is a criminal? Every poor person has to commit a crime in order to live? What about all the people who done bust their ass to put their kids through school and did all types of stuff and went through Jim Crow and segregation and all of that and ain't never committed crime? I committed crimes because I wanted to. Was the mind state, was it? Yes, of course. Of course, you living in a place that it creates certain things, but I had love at home. My mama didn't beat me. You know, not like, you know, we got beat, but it wasn't like I wasn't abused.
Yeah.
I never went to sleep hungry at night. You know, just like some people do, you know. I had love though.
Yeah.
But I was in it and I was playing. So we know the stakes. Just like this. A lot of people get killed by the police because they ego. Police, let me show you how not to get killed 101.
All right.
Police run up on me. Police run up on me. What you doing? Yes, officer. No, officer. Okay, officer. Here you go, officer. That's it. Because I know they want to kill me. If you know somebody want to kill you, you don't let them. You don't give them an excuse. Of course. See, that's our ego, our pride. When I was young, first of all, police job is not to interpret the law. It's not to disperse justice. Their job is to arrest you. That's it. Their job is to arrest you.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that I've been locked up for years. So all of these people you see on TV, they trying to tell the police the law. They didn't go to law school. Some of them barely got out of high school. You telling them the law, they don't care about that. They know this. The boss said, if a nigga is doing this, arrest that nigga. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Is it right? No, it's not right. It's 100% wrong. It's 100% wrong. But you playing chess, not checkers. And even if you playing checkers, you know not to make certain moves.
Hey, there's always rules to the game.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what it is. So I don't justify none of that bullshit because it's all bullshit. It's all wrong.
Definitely.
But it's up to you to keep yourself out of danger. It's up to you to keep yourself alive. Because you know the rules. You know what they want to do. I know when they roll up on me and I'm innocent, they want, so I'm innocent, I ain't got nothing, I'm going to let them do what they going to do. Okay. And I'm going to go.
Yeah. Keep it moving.
And I'm going to live.
That. And you understand how to move, you know what I mean? And you've been part of this movement for a long time, speaking truth to power, and trying to hold, the powers that be accountable. And so, you're putting out music, like you mentioned, you put out like a few videos and whatnot. And it's been a little while. So I kind of wanted to dig into like why right now, you know what I'm saying? Why 2020 for this new project? Why 2020?
Well, I mean,
really doing that.
I've constantly been moving, it's like they say, the evidence of absence is not the absence of evidence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever. I messed that up, but you know what I'm saying.
I know the quote.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. No, I said it. So I've been moving just because people ain't see it, just because I'm doing hundreds of shows a year all over the world. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing projects all over. That's why I'm out here in Europe. That's why I'm able to move how I move. I have my own setups where I do my own concerts in the Netherlands and I do my concerts in Spain, and I have my own series called Do the Right Thing, where I bring out, I've had the Jizza, the Jizza, Ghostface, DOS Effects, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Beat Nuts, the list goes on, Souls of Mischief. Come perform for me, and I do the same. I perform. I work with DC Shoes, putting together shows and doing all that type of stuff. So I keep moving. I'm always doing it, but so I've already had my record. I was getting ready to drop. You know, I was getting ready to drop, and it's not that. It's just that people not paying attention. People not watching because they not. If you not where they vision is at, what they focused on, then they think you not doing nothing or you not around. But I've been around. I'm good. I'm living like a king. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm doing exactly what I want to do when I want to do it, which is the beauty of life. It's cool that that's not. People forget it's 8 billion people on the planet Earth. I don't need. If a couple million like me and kick it with me, we good. Yeah. And that's a drop in the bucket when you look at the world. But as an individual, you know, I'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in the ocean. You know, I'd rather be the king of my own little 1 Mile Island than be a statesman in somebody's grand city. So I'm good. I stay doing for self. You know, I stay in a position that I can keep, you know, creating, because look, I feel like you say why 2020, I feel like it's my job. It's what I was born to do. I was born to speak the truth on some level, at least what I see to be the truth. Yeah. Because, you know, people always say that the truth is relative. No, the truth is not relative. The truth is the truth. Our perception of the truth is relative. You know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth. Reality is reality. It's our perception of reality. Right? It's like, I know that if I jump off a 3-story building, I'ma die. No matter who, that's reality. Yeah. I could perceive it differently, but that's reality. Everything that's going on in the world is reality. My perception of reality. So people don't try to say, oh, reality's no. Your perception of reality. But my perception of reality is that I'm meant to tell the truth, to do, and it's not means that I'm meant to be perfect. I'm not here to be the moral police and tell everybody you should do this or you should do that. I'm just telling things how I see it from my perspective and how I want my life to go. And do I always get it right? Nope. I fuck up. I do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I do things I know I shouldn't be doing. So anybody, because I want people to know, I don't hold nobody to a standard that I don't hold to myself. Yeah, I do mad dumb shit. I do mad shit that's negative. We human beings. Thing is, though, I'm conscious about what I do, and I try to correct myself, self-discipline. You know, I say, man, I did that. I know that was crazy, but you know, that's why I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking. I stopped doing certain things because I know that, all right, it's not beneficial. And will I stop forever? Probably not. Maybe, who knows? Whatever. But I still constantly try to check myself. And that's what it is, I think. I think that's what it is, that we don't check ourselves. And the way the world is today, they want to make it so that nobody could check you. You're not supposed to check. That as soon as you check somebody or you wrong. Everybody's so sensitive. They stay straight on mama's titty. You know what I'm saying? It's like, You feel me? Everything hurts everybody's feelings.
Right.
You can't say this. You can't say that. As soon as I say something that you don't like, oh, we gonna shut you down. This is the cancel culture. Yeah, y'all, you're being fucking babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the truth is hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard truth that you need to hear. You feel what I'm saying? If you, that's why those motherfuckers who grow up in those rich type households and never had everything all their life, as soon as they lose their money, what they do? They kill themselves. Because they ain't never had no hardship. You get hit in the head a couple times, my G. You all right. You know what it's like. You get hit in the head, you like, oh shit, that wasn't that bad. I done got hit harder before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I done got hit harder before.
Right.
It's all right. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shake it off. My ego hurt.
Yeah.
My pride hurt. But you know, let's go, because it ain't about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get up. And you can't know how to get up if you ain't never get knocked down.
Right.
That's why if you look at certain boxers, they be nice. They be tearing shit up. Never get hit nothing. Then they get that one fight that they get banged up.
Yep.
They never the same again. They never the same again. They be scared to go in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's how it be with life. So you gotta get you get your bumps and bruises early, you good. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's some wisdom that comes with experience, you know what I mean? And I think it's interesting, you know, you're talking a lot about, you know, you still moving, you're doing your thing kind of a little more independently. And it's like, it's amazing to see, like, as hip hop matures, it's like, you know, it's interesting to see these legacy artists such as yourself continuing to do what you do and thriving, because, you know, for a long time, it's kind of been this, I don't know, kind of unspoken thing, or, oh, hip hop is a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is a young man's game. But it's like you see a lot of, like I said, golden age artists getting better, still putting out music. And so I'm just wondering for you, like, how you feel about that, like, you know, getting through that sort of stereotypes of like, oh, you know, you're older in the rap game. And would you have thought that in, you know, back when you were, you know, in the 90s and when you were in your 20s, would you have thought you would still be putting out music to this day?
Of course. Hip hop is hip hop. They never, why, how come, you know what? How come they never say that with R&B or soul? James Brown was doing it for how long, or whoever. They do it for whatever. Patti LaBelle, it's for whatever. See, let me tell you why they say that hip hop is a young man's game and all that. That's part of the mental wash that they have us on, that trying to separate us generationally. They want to cut us off from the youth, because first of all, hip hop is the most powerful music medium on the planet Earth.
100%.
So they don't want leadership in there. They don't want brothers like Jeru The Damaja, who come from the same place that a young man like you come from, who knows exactly what you know, who been through it, who held them guns for real and was robbing crack spots and doing all that type stuff. And I can say, I come from where you come from. I know what it is. They hitting you in the head right now. Don't listen to that. Let me give you some guidance. They don't want young brothers with a lot of money with guidance. That's not a good thing. They don't want mentors. They don't want us to be mentors. That's why they say, oh, it's a young man's game. They doing that to separate us.
Yeah.
Cause they don't want brothers to say how, well, yo, I'm from East New York. Dudes talking about from East New York. I can speak like 2-3 languages. You know what I'm saying? That I taught myself, you know, hustling in other countries. I'm out in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Hustling in Spain and hustling in all these different places why? Because I'm from East New York.
Yeah.
And now I can give you what I got, because see, a fool learns from their own mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So that's why when you growing up in the hood, the OGs is the ones who give you your game, right? That's why you need a father, you need uncles, you need people who came before you, because experience is the only true teacher. So you ahead of the game. If I'm 25 years older than you, I can tell you 25 years game ahead that you get now in your 25 form. So you 25 years ahead of the game. And if you give it to another youngster, he gonna be 50 years ahead of the game. But they don't want that.
Yeah.
They want to keep us separated. They want to keep us thinking that so that when a brother like Jeru The Damaja do say, well, you know what, that right there is something that's helping to destroy the whole structure of who we are, then they can say, oh, he just hating because he old. Mm-hmm. He just, see, that's what they want. They don't want you to benefit from my wisdom, and they don't want me to experience your youth. They don't want me to be able to use your youth, because that's what how an army is, right? You got the generals and you got the soldiers.
Right. The
generals have been through war already, so they know strategy now. And they take the young, strong soldiers and they train them, and then they become generals. Mm-hmm. And then it goes on and on and on like that. But no, we cut off.
Yeah.
We cut off from each other. So it's a bunch of young, why you think all of these young rappers go to jail before their records even come out or get killed? Because they ain't got nobody giving them game.
Years, man. They got so to that note, man, what's like some advice? I mean, you've been dropping gems this whole conversation, but kind of speaking to that point to the younger artists that are maybe just starting to find success or just starting to kind of begin their journey in the rap game, is there any advice you would give that you would want to have heard when you were that age, or just something that comes from experience, doing this for so long?
Find a mentor. Find a mentor. Get an OG that really know what it is, who's really about life, and listen to what they say. Don't think you know it all, because I thought I know it all. Because when we young, we is something I call the age of infinite wisdom. You know everything. Mm-hmm. Nobody can't tell you nothing. They couldn't tell me nothing. You think you know it all. You read some books. It's so funny. I laugh. It's like all of these kids, they talking about they woke and this and that. Some of the stuff they talking about, I used to sell those books when I was 19 years old. I've been up on most of the stuff that they just finding out today. I've been up on before they was even born. This is what helped shape my future. My dad, God rest the dead, is one of the founding members of the first Naibengi Rastafari organization in New York City. I grew up around all this type of stuff. I grew up around with original 5%ers and all these type of things that brought knowledge, wisdom, and understanding into the community when this was what it was about. But see, now we not about nothing. So be about something. Another thing you said, my mother said this to me. She said, son, it's very rare that a young black man is heard. So now that you have this platform to say something, say something. That's what they did to us. They took away our words. Words are the ultimate power. That's why I'd even say in the Bible, in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was God, and the Word was with God, and the Word became flesh. The word is the power. Ooh. So now they took away our words, right? Because when we rapped before, it's so funny. I was my little young cousin. I was up in New York in February. I'm kicking it with my little young cousin, and he talking about his favorite rapper. One of them dudes, Lil somebody. Mm-hmm. And he let me hear something, and I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a wordsmith. I'm not impressed. I'm like, son, you want to hear something? I let him hear Cool G rap.
Yeah, baby, recognize Don status. Rich for James Bond gadgets. King Don backwards cabbage. Swing ratchets like ping pong rackets. Like Wayne John backwards. Get a Dame Don's rapid. Then I bang Mon Savage on a King Kong mattress.
That fool said he using too many words.
That's crazy.
That's where we at.
Right.
That's where we at.
Yeah, no, it's I feel like right now, in hip hop, it's such a, it's almost like you're on one side or the other. It's like, yo, I'm on this side of, hip hop, the original boom bap, lyricism, golden age. And then the other side is like mumble rap, commercialism, and
it don't have to be like that. It's but they wanted that. Listen, whenever there's conflict, it's easier to control people. If we busy beefing at each other, we not seeing what's going on. Yeah. Why you think all the stuff that's going on in America right now, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, all that type stuff, that's confusion.
Yeah.
That's to create confusion, to keep people. Those are the same techniques that the communists used back in the days to try to topple the American government. Use the racial divide in America in order to topple the government for their own system, for their own purposes. Yeah. That's why if you look at these organizations like Black Lives Matter and all this stuff, these people are being trained by those very same people. Those very same people are their mentors. You want to read something? Read a book by a dude called Nearly Fuller Jr. That's the dude to read. He the one who tell you what it is, the independent compensatory code against racism. That's the movement, not this. What he said, you never supposed to be part of those organizations. They easily infiltrated. They have their own agendas. Right. You understand what I'm saying? That's
exactly. And then the few people that infiltrated, then that becomes the main focus from the media and from everybody else. And then the message, the movement, it all gets kind of lost.
And then you lose your original individual voice. Because remember, you start to get into these groups, whoever's leading the group starts to speak for you. They start to speak for you, for your voice. Nah, keep your individuality. Everybody's agenda is not my agenda. Because we have such a double standard. People talking about doubles. We hold such a double standard. We don't hold ourselves accountable for our behavior. We don't hold ourselves accountable for our behavior. When we killing each other, we need to be the same way. We need to be adamant about that. Yeah. We need to riot when other black people kill other black people. We need to do all of that. We need to be the same because we teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. That's what my mother always told us. When we don't take accountability for our own actions, we teach people that that's cool to do us like that. It's cool to do you like that. You do it. You know, and that's what it is. And so that's why I'm putting out records now, because I'm dropping them jewels on them like that. I'm going to always do that. I ain't hungry. I don't need nothing, and it's good. I need to learn about the Spotify and the internet things and like that. And I'm not a dummy. I've been building computers since the 90s. Like when people be thinking, nah, dogs. Right now, all my computers is modified by me.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's that individual.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. You taking matters into your own hands. You controlling your own situation, and that's what it's about.
I got my own equipment, all the videos and all that stuff. I be shooting them and editing them myself. Are they the best or whatever? Who knows? But I could do whatever I want to do. I could record myself. Everything that I need to do, I could do on my own. And that's some advice I'm gonna give to the young brothers too. I got every piece of equipment that I need. Microphone, drum machine, cameras, green screen, whatever I need to keep me doing what I'm doing, I own it.
That's the word right there. That's the word.
I own it. So I don't need to go to nobody's studio for nothing. So that's why when COVID-19 hit, I'm good. Yeah. I don't need to go nowhere. If I want to record a song, I can record a song and send it to my man via the internet to mix it. And then send to my other man to master it. If I need to tweak my videos, I can send it to my man. Same thing. I could start the process. I could go ride around the city, shoot myself, do all of that. Yeah. If we can't go outside, I got green screens and lights. Man. And we gonna do it like that. And the fact is, it's gonna get done. That's why I could do 2 videos every month. And release a song every month, because I got all my own things.
Right.
No, I lie like 10 different countries. Never sold my soul, but still gets money. Don't get me wrong, it's not all about money, but it's all about eating, and that's all about money. And I'm all about living. Some people have no vision, lack wisdom, screaming, keep it real, but ain't got a pot to piss in.
That's power, and I think that's to hear that from you, to a legend, to be like, yo, I'm not above doing it myself. I'm not above recording myself or or doing what I got to do to get it done. I think, you know, we get kind of spoiled a lot of times, especially if you achieve a certain level of success. You're used to having access to certain things. You know, when you get shut off, some people, that shuts their whole operation down, and that separates you from being able.
And they don't got power.
Yeah.
I'm truly independent. That's what independence is. That's what freedom is. That's the word freedom. Now we all want, I'm free. That's one thing about me. So people say, oh, you ain't, I'm free.
Yeah.
I'm free to move how I want to move. I make my own bread. I own my own publishing. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Shit, when I started my new stuff, I started a new publishing so that I don't even have to be tied to the old things that I was tied to. So I'm thinking new ways to getting some bread.
Free. Yeah.
And I'm learning about copyright law and contract law and every kind of other law, so that when the time come, I can step to them and say, excuse me, that's mine. Give it all to me.
Yep.
That's just, you know, and I'm gonna learn about being a mix engineer, and even if it's everything that I'm gonna do, I want to know about the sound frequencies, and I want to know about the cameras, and I want to know about the lights, and I want to know about it all, because I want to be free. I always want to be able to move. I'm like have gun will travel. That's it. You know, that's it. So for people who think I'm out here or he not, no, I'm free. I'm freer than most. I'm freer than dudes with deals. It's dudes who got deals, $1 million deals, and I'm moving around more than, trust me, I be in more countries and do more shows than dudes with $1 million deals. I host festivals. With 100,000 people in them when I'm on big stages and stadiums and all of that.
For sure.
In countries where I come through, the police, when I get off the plane, the border police know me. Like, oh, hey, how you doing? Is everything? I'll see you at the festival tonight.
That's powerful, man. How do you know? It's amazing, man, that you still have that hunger and that drive and that, like, you know, you've done so much already. It's like, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay, like, creatively inspired?
I'm from East New York.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm from East New York.
Hey.
That's from the East, and that's it. The hunger don't go nowhere. You know, when you stop being hungry, that's when you die. You got to always be motivated. And you know, and this is the thing too. I'm blessed because I have something I truly love. I love to do this. It's a passion. It's like if I could equate it to a man finding the love of his life. And always being in love with that love, and will do anything to keep that love going and keep. So that's what this is about. And I love a challenge. I love somebody telling me I can't do something. That's gonna make me want to do it more. I'm like a little kid like that. I'm stubborn. So if you telling me, oh, you can't do, I'm gonna say, all right, let me figure out how to crack this. Look, by me putting out these records right now, what I'm doing is I'm compiling information so that I create a system to give to my other OGs and be like, look, this is how you bone this digital game. This is how you do this. This is what you need to do. This is where you, so I'm experimenting. I'm experimenting with all types of advertisement and marketing and different types of tools that you use in order to do that. Listen, Audible. I'm gonna tell my young people, Audible is the greatest thing that happened in life. I need to reach out to Audible and see if they could give me a freebie, because look, in the last 2 years, I've devoured on Audible over 100 books. Over 100 books. I read books daily. I listen to books daily. That's what my bike ride. I go on a 2-hour bike ride, and that's what I do on my bike ride. I listen to books. And I gain knowledge about different things, and then I come and then I experiment on what I learned in that book. And that's it. You know, I'm gonna keep it going. I think that, you know, like I said in the thing, knowledge of self, and not this vague, this abstract knowledge of self, but truly knowing who you as an individual are. Knowing your ups and downs, what gets you going, what keeps you moving. What pulls you back? What fucks you up? What throws you off? I know the things that throw me off. I know, I can't be around that. I know, oh, shorty booty too big. No, I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's oh, no, it's rude. Can't do it. I'm gone. You know, get you wrapped up. Yep. You know, oh, too many of them drinks. Son, you're going to do something dumb. You see what I'm saying? You got to know things like that. You got to know what your kryptonite is.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you stay strong. You stay strong by knowing your weaknesses and dealing with your weaknesses. Take that weakness until it's not a weakness anymore. You could turn a weakness into a strength. If you flip it right, if you focus right on it. You dig it? But yeah, I got to get ready to go, son.
Oh, hey, yeah, I was just about to wrap things up, man. I appreciate your time. Last question,
sure,
man. What do people expect next? We got an album coming out. Like, what's on the horizon?
Well, actually, this is how I'm doing it. I'm releasing the album just one track at a time. So over the next 15 months, you're going to get a song every month and 2 videos. And I'm releasing the interludes, everything, one song at a time. You're going to see me every day. Every month, you're going to see something about Jeru. And if you don't, the only way is to block me. That's it. See what I'm saying? That's it.
I love it.
And that's what it is. And I'm going to keep it moving like that. And like I said, I'm just appreciative of life. I'm appreciative that, you know, I have this opportunity. Like I said, the coronavirus for some people has been horrible. For me, it has been great because it has got me really time to just chill and focus and be like, all right, look, the game changed. I used to do a lot of shows. And when I say a lot of shows, I mean, I'm doing at least 100 shows a year, minimum. And if anybody who think I'm lying or whatever, you got the internet, go online and check the pedigree. You'll see me everywhere in the world.
Check the resume.
Everywhere in the world. China, here, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, wherever. I'm there. And I had a lot getting ready to pop off. I had just came from New York. I just did one of the last shows at Sony Hall in New York. When I got back here, I was getting ready to go. I had a couple shows. I think I had to go to like Macedonia, Slovenia, and then I was going to head out to Canada and America. I was supposed to do summer stage in New York. I was supposed to do like 15, 20 shows in Canada. But it all just shut down because of what was going on. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm going to just take this time. And because I was going to just put the album out at a certain time. I'm like, nah, you know what? I'm going to just put out a joint every month just to give me something to do, give me a way to measure everything that's going on as far as with, you know, checking out the statistics behind, you know, how the record is doing, what days are the best days to put out records. So I'm putting out records on different days to see, what day is the best day to put out on a record, and all right, this needs to be here this many weeks in order. I don't worry about them playlists and none of that. I only worry about editorial playlists. I don't write people to get on their playlist. That ain't all of that stuff that they be trying to gas you to do and paying to be on playlist. None of that. Just studying the game on how I can make it happen myself. You know, and I figured out a good part of it. But anyway, one love, Medina.
Hey, appreciate you, Lord. Thank you.
For sure. Appreciate you as well. And thank you for having me. Hey. And, you know, love.
All love, man. Appreciate you. Good luck. We look forward to everything you're about to drop in these next few months, man. Be blessed.
Peace.
Peace.